Number 15. The Step Geoglyphs. Something a little older than 20 years has been discovered in Kazakhstan via Google Maps. This hidden treasure, in particular, involves geoglyphs, a large design or motif created on the ground and often made of stone. The crosses, rings, squares, and other shapes stretch from 90 to 400 meters, or 295 to 1,637 feet across, and are better viewed from the sky. If you came across them on the ground, you'd likely not even realize you were face to face with history. Two archaeologists on the Kostanay University expedition said, "As of today, we can only say one thing. The geoglyphs were built by ancient people. By whom and for what purpose remains a mystery." Number 14. Man in Truck. A Google Street View photo captured something unexpected on a street in Mannheim, Germany. A man popping out of or into the trunk of a car. The internet went crazy trying to guess what in the world this man was up to. The Mercedes in question was parked in the driveway of the man's house. Beside it, a dog is sleeping on the ground, and some bags and the contents of the trunk lie nearby. Some thought the man may be wearing skin-toned shorts and was working on his brake lights. Others thought he was preparing for some nefarious operation and ensuring that his victim would not escape the trunk, or maybe he's been taken himself, and Google Maps caught his moment of escape on camera. Whatever this man's story, this certainly made for a mysterious Google Maps image, with more questions than answers. Number 13. Found plane. This one, in 2009, in Alameda, California, shows a downed commercial aircraft. The hull of the plane is cut in half, the plane's wings have been sliced off, and debris is everywhere. Surely, the event made national headlines. As a matter of fact, everyone on board was fine, and the plane was staged. The mock Boeing airliner was used in filming a TV show called Trauma, one that was apparently not a hit, as I've never heard of it. Google's aerial cameras caught some fantastic shots of the airliner on the Alameda Point Navy base, and many Google Mappers believed they'd uncovered one of the biggest mysteries and conspiracies of our time. Number 12. Man with arms. A toddler that was 17 months old passed under mysterious circumstances. In June of 2009, the baby girl was found in the closet under a pile of clothes. 3 years prior to this event, a Google Street View image was taken showing a group of men on a porch, one without his shirt on, holding something directed at the Google Street View vehicle. Mysteriously, it was the same house in Detroit, Michigan, in which the young baby would later breathe her last breath. But what about this mysterious Google Maps image? Is there any connection? Number 11. Creature on balcony. Want to see something that will give you goosebumps? Plug in the Google Maps coordinates posted by an anonymous 4chan user on December 10th, 2011. On the date in question, the coordinates took users to a Google Maps location in Nancy-Lorraine, France. The place was residential, seemingly nothing abnormal going on, that is, until you zoom into the residence, where Google Maps had captured a demon standing on a balcony between a bicycle and a door. While most viewers did not actually believe the creature was a demon, something crazy happened that made many question Google's intent. The creature suddenly became blurred. What? Why did Google censor the image? What are they trying to hide? Number 10. Inverted Pentagram. For those of us who like their mysterious things a little satanic, head over to Kazakhstan, where an enormous pentagram has been unearthed in a secluded corner of the Central Asian steppes. It lies on the Upper Tobol Reservoir's southern shore and can be spotted starly on a map. Humans do not live anywhere near the pentagram, with the nearest population at around 12 miles away. But that doesn't mean humans have never lived there. As a matter of fact, the surrounding area is chock full of ancient ruins, many of which date back to the Bronze Age. Zoom in your focus in Google Maps, and you'll see that previous visitors to the area have noted one spot named Lucifer and another, Adam. The pentagram itself reaches 1,200 feet across. Number 9. Bird People. This surrealist project came together specifically for Google Street View's benefit. As most people know, Google blurs out the faces of those it captures on video. This group, from a town not far from Tokyo, decided to give the internet something to talk about. They'd heard that the Google team was in the area with their cameras, and so, as any normal human would, they donned their pigeon heads and stalked the streets to win their 15 minutes of fame. Lo and behold, Google Street View captured their surrealist presentation on camera, leaving many questioning their own existence. Although the flash mob of pigeons got what they wanted, they sure set a questionable precedent for the rest of the planet. What other crazy masks will we be confronted with the next time we do a Google Maps search? No clowns, please. Number 8. Pink Bunny. The Velveteen rabbits got nothing on the giant pink bunny of Italy. This enormous knitted bunny can be seen from space, and of course viewed by those of us who aren't astronauts on Google Maps. Just track across the northern region of Italy to the 5,000-foot tall Coleto Fava mountain, and you'll find the toy rabbit flopped on the side. It stretches 200 feet long, so you really can't miss it. The Vietnamese art collective, known as Gelatin, knitted the pink bunny as a sort of sculpture / jungle gym. They state that it was knitted by dozens of grannies out of pink wool. The collective expects people to sleep, climb, play on it, and even hike up its 20-foot sides to cuddle up on the stuffed animal's belly. The best kind of art, something you can explore. With hundreds of visitors annually, you better get to Coleto Fava Mountain soon, because the pink bunny is only expected to remain there until 2025. Number 7. Desert Signs. Google these coordinates, and you'll find yourself staring into the abyss of a desert mirage. The mesmerizing spiral appears to be some sort of desert crop circle or ancient symbol carved into the Earth's surface, but in actuality, it's an art installation project produced by the DAST art team, stretching across 100,000 meters squared of the Sahara. Desert Breath borders the Red Sea in Egypt and was built using positive and negative displacement of sand to create the conical forms. In the center of the spiraling forms is a vessel filled with water that's 30 meters in diameter, completed in 1997. Desert Breath keeps on breathing today, 20 years on. Number 6. Remove this image. The father of the boy who appeared in this Google Maps image wants the photo removed. The Californian man, Jose Barrera, discovered that his 14-year-old son could be viewed via Google Maps 4 years after he'd passed. In the 2009 satellite image, cops appeared to be standing around the scene near the train tracks where his son, Kevin, had been found passed on August 15th of that year. Barrera told KTVU-TV, "When I see this image, it's still like that happened yesterday, and that brings me back to a lot of memories." In the Google Maps photo, a body is splayed near the train tracks with a cop car nearby. Google sought technical solutions to remove the image, according to Google Earth Vice President Brian McClendon. Number 5. Wheel shapes. Flying over Jordan in the Middle East anytime soon? If you are, check out these thousands of geometric stone structures that date back somewhere around 8,500 years. To date the structures, archaeologists used a technique known as OSL, optically stimulated luminescence. 2 of the wheels found in Jordan's Black Desert dated back 8,500 years, with one being reconstructed or repaired at 5,500 years. But why were they built? The mysterious design of at least some of the spokes appeared to have been created to line up with the winter solstice sunrise, suggesting they have some astronomical purpose. According to the archaeological team who uncovered the structures, they're known to occur throughout the entire Arabia region, from Syria across Jordan and Saudi Arabia to Yemen. The most startling thing about the works is that they are difficult to identify from the ground, This stands in contrast to their apparent visibility from the air. This is where Google Maps comes in handy. Number 4. Guitar-shaped forest. If you visit Google Maps over the Pampas agricultural area of Argentina, you'll discover a mysterious grouping of more than 7,000 eucalyptus and cypress trees. Why are they so mysterious? Because they're shaped like a guitar. The forest is 1 kilometer long and can be seen from satellites and planes that pass above. Oh, and Google Maps, of course. As you might have guessed, the forest didn't grow into the shape of a guitar organically. The aerial view of the memorial, serving to honor the farmer's wife, has never been seen by the farmer himself. He has a fear of flying, but the eucalyptus string trees and the cypress treed sound hole in the shape of a star can be seen and admired on Google Maps, and Griselia's memory will live on as long as the forest does. Number 3. Giant a-hole. Ever had a beef with your neighbor that went a little too far? This pair in Washington have. The town lies about 65 miles from Seattle, and there looks to be plenty of farmland there, enough to mow a giant FU to your neighbor in the grass for everyone on Google Maps to see. The image was captured by Google Maps, where it was found by a Redditor who was searching the interactive map for a home in the area. The Redditor posted the image to Reddit, where it quickly went viral. Found this while looking at my house on Google Maps, the Redditor wrote. Turns out my neighbors might not get along. The beef probably went back to a complaint dating from the time Blaine and Cindy Zagnilli, the a-holes in question, built a big garage on their property, which they proceeded to paint a grape-colored hue. The neighbors didn't appreciate it. According to the Peninsula Daily News, one neighbor even said that the interior of her house glowed purple every morning as the sun reflected in. This may have incited one to tell the world what he really thought of that purple garage and the people who built it. Number 2. Desert patterns. We'll again travel to the desert, where most of Google Maps' mysterious things seem to lie. This one was found in the western desert of China, where enormous patterns had been traced into the desert. The shapes involve reflective strips that are kilometers long, circles, squares, and a grid of white lines. What could this be? Are they not man-made? Are these symbols messages of some kind? The giant patterns are difficult to explain, however, but Google Maps had previously shown that China builds training zones in the desert. This may be exactly what the grid-like pattern is, or maybe it has something to do with renewable technology. China has been investing in wind farms, lining the old Silk Road in the desert with massive wind turbines. Whatever the case, these Google Maps images demonstrate that there is still plenty of mystery in China. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Also, I recently created a subreddit where you can submit videos and stories for future lists. It's r/chillsnarrator, and the link is in the description below. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. If English isn't the only language you speak and you're interested in getting a shout out, click more, then add translations. By translating the video, not only will more people be able to watch it, but a link to your channel will be added in the description. Number 1. The body. A meme went viral in April 2013, suggesting that if you entered these coordinates into Google Maps, your sights would be set on a person appearing to get rid of someone in a lake. Google Maps shows that this precise location is a park called Beatrix Park in the Netherlands. The satellite shot of these coordinates results in a picture that does look suspiciously like someone being dragged, complete with a red trail behind it. But think about it. What person would do that at what looks to be midday in a public park? Not only that, but there appears to be a railing around the dock, meaning the culprit would have to lift the person and heave it overboard. Midday, in a public park, the culprit also appears to leave the trail of red leading right to this place, and presumably someone would have heard the splash into the water and would have seen it floating there moments after its disposal. According to a 2013 article in The Sun, local police have been sent the pic, but the photo was taken by Google in 2009, so there's unlikely to be any evidence left to investigate. Still, it looks a bit fishy at best, and completely chilling at worst. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of our other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy!